when we were at the Comic Con, leaving the place, we're walking or to the car and stuff. I passed a bag that was on the ground that said hamburger stand.
There is a hamburger stand.
What?
Yeah.
It did not say 29 cents.
No. There's still one in Denver.
Well, because at 29 cents, it would be like fucking like monkey meat.
It's not part of the chain.
It's not?
No, that's
Oh.
a restaurant that's been there for decades.
Ah,
well,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I was just like,
It's a somewhat
whoa!
it's a somewhat known joint in Denver. So it's kind of like Drifters here. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
yeah. Drifters was our local. We've got like three famous burger joints. One of them is Drifters. The other one is the Green Line, and then the other one is no dog.
You gotta come all the way through.
Thank you. Is lumbar support not necessary. It's Bingo Burger. So, but whatever.
I've been there.
You been there?
I went there with you.
Did you?
Yeah, I think even the lawyer was there.
Oh yeah.
No, this was just you and me. We
went to Bingo Burger.
we did because one evening after we went to that vodka bar,
Oh, okay.
you said,
It is right next door to it.
yeah, we stopped there, and that was the place that had all the. So the burgers were great, but they also had they had like boutique sodas.
Yeah, they have a fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm Pat.
I'm Will.
Oh, we're running?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm Jeff.
I figure if we talk about food, I can hit the play button. Yeah.
They're like top secret about that one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is Bingo Burger good?
It's
Are
great.
all
pretty
three
good.
of these unique places good?
Drifters is great too.
What?
Drifters is great too.
Drifters is great. I mean, the thing that made Drifters good was it was basically in and out.
It was in and out
before
before we had
was
it
here.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Green Line is they do onion burgers, so they're just steamed. They're kind of like it's kind of like White Castle, but actual burgers.
Oh.
So it's downtown. All three of those are downtown, I think.
Drifters.
No, Drifters is up on Garden of Gods.
It's downtown adjacent. Like you can.
It's yeah, I know.
You're on your way.
Yep.
Yeah. This one right here. She got skunked.
Ew. She
Whoa.
doesn't smell like it.
We fixed that.
Did you do
like
the tomato sauce thing?
You buy special shampoo.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
The real. So
Did you get it here or did you have to Amazon?
oh, I Amazoned it, but it was there that morning.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't think so. If you can imagine like a cartoon fart cloud, right? Because I know you can see it, and it's spinning around, and it looks like fucking Handicap and his wife are fighting in it. It's. I don't think she got hit by
The full.
the full blast,
Oh.
but she got hit so much to the point where it's not. I can tell you guys, the hazard is not what it does to your dog; it's what it does to your car.
When you bring
Oh
it
yeah,
home.
yeah.
Correct.
I'm surprised you didn't just like drive slowly and be like, "Follow me."
I should have.
Oh,
I should have just straight up gone home. But I mean, now to be fair, like,
Was she hanging her head in shame?
oh
No, she was totally
She's
cool.
just kind of like, hey, boss, I harassed an animal today. It's cool.
She wasn't.
That's
Lifting
what
the
it
arm.
smells like. It smells like really bad, like foreigner bo. It's really
What, the shampoo?
no the.
Well, I know what skunk smells like.
Yeah.
It made it makes me gag, dude. So it's just
Yeah, it's not great. It's not. I love it, but it's manageable. And the actual, if you don't go diving through your cupboards for tomato sauce or any shit like that, just get the shampoo. It does work. It actually breaks up the oils in the. And there's a special technique to it. You do it twice, and you have to leave it in for a little bit.
That's fine.
But if ever such a thing happens to Winnie, don't panic. Just strap her to the top of your car.
I don't see that happening. I don't know how a skunk would get into the park.
I guess here's the question. Well, how do you think a skunk gets into my?
Usually
Wait,
surrounded by
in the
fucking open
park?
space.
Yeah,
What park? Rudy?
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
there's tons of open
gaps and
space up
stuff.
there, man.
Dude, there's gaps, but if you've been there, have you looked around there at all recently?
Yeah.
It is all humans, dude. The you not horny toad number one is to be found left in those fields because there are no fields.
Not even down the death hill.
The Death Hill terminates with rows and rows of apartments.
The apartments go like because there was houses. That's what Tim like went through.
There's a pretty open piece there.
It's
South
gotta
of the
be a
school.
little bit still.
Guys,
So down the death hill, because
So-
it went like God, it wasn't even that far until he hit the house.
right. So if you go down the Death Hill,
Yeah.
right, then you're still on that little trail, right?
Mhm.
And there's a little bit of field right there.
Mhm.
But if you just go straight down that, that's where the street is,
Yep.
right? The street has always been there. It's over to the other sides where it was fields,
Right.
fields,
That's
towers,
all gone.
fields.
But like so if you go down the death hill,
Huh?
the walk path is up over here. There's still got to be that because there's no way they could fit anything in that.
That one's still that's
Yeah.
the south side. He's talking about the east side. The east side where where the soccer field was and
Yeah.
that like it's maybe what 100 yards before you start. I mean, you
If
lose
that.
the fields.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that.
So because they built
And it's
those,
fenced off.
they built those fucking apartments right into the side
Is
of
it
the
old
hill.
folk home?
No, it's not.
No?
So
No,
I
it's
looked
just
at it.
straight up apartments.
Yeah, I
Oh,
looked
okay.
at it. There is an old folks home over there.
Yeah.
So, but
that's
it's
But that giant monster,
Hospital.
not the hospital, but the
Well, you would think you'd build an old folks home next to it.
yeah. But I mean, it looked
well,
like
it is some of those.
whatever that I thought was going to be an old folk home. That was like stretching like
No,
the
no, those are
entire
just
length of the
apartments.
school, basically. It
Those
looked
are just apartments. Yeah.
Well, it's weird if you go north. God, where is it? It's so if you just keep going, it's when I'm headed to your place, or the clinic. They appear to be building some kind of weird Scottish castle up there.
Scottish
It's
castle.
something. It's
Scottish Castle.
yeah, because if I don't know which route you take, but I find that so I guess Mark Sheffel is now in a permanent state of construction.
Oh, that
and
thing's a disaster.
So right now, the fastest way by far is actually just to take power.
Oh yeah.
If you go past, I don't know what street that is, Dunkin' Donuts Way or whatever it is.
It's Dublin.
No, like
That's where the
going to
Dunkin'
my
Donuts
house.
is.
Oh no,
Yeah.
there's a new Dunkin'
Oh,
Donuts
there's another one.
right.
Oh
near
no
my house.
no. Okay, so
Or you mean the Dunkin' Donuts?
that's
Oh,
correct.
Powers.
Never mind. They yeah, that's right. So I'm talking about the one on Powers.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
that
that's
is
Dublin. That's Dublin.
Yeah.
Right. Once you go past there, and the Powers exit is basically the next turn.
Yeah.
Right. There's this huge.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that is.
It
I-
looks like it
you're
has
right,
fucking like florets or like arrow slits or
Yeah.
something. Like it does not look
I
like
have
it's,
no
uh,
idea.
It's an American furniture warehouse.
you're
Seriously?
kidding.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's the structure they're
It's
going
right
with?
north of Dublin.
Yeah,
So, but it's off Powers. You have to go in there. There's
right before that.
a fucking roundabout in there, and right before you get to the hospital, they bought that land like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh,
So they've been planning it for a while.
all right, that's kind of cool. Because
Yeah.
American Furniture Warehouse is way the hell out for me.
Yeah.
That is a fun place to go if you're going to look at like. It's not usually great furniture. You're just like
It's
I wanna-
portable furniture.
It is. And
You can buy really expensive furniture if you want.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can also buy a love seat that looks like a
Something that looks like
you.
it's been like fucking hand dated down from like 3 different generations. So
You've been there.
A car
You know,
ride.
not lying.
Jeff, I haven't been there since I bought my first set of furniture.
Is that still the same set of furniture? No plans for upgrades
I
ever?
haven't changed my furniture.
It's got a and your kid's grown up, so there's no real breaking through the furniture,
Nope.
jumping on the couches, any of that nonsense
Nope.
anymore.
Well, I don't think he really raised
The
couch jumping.
kid.
No. We used to
Furniture
make pillow
records.
forts. That was about it.
Yeah.
So
My kids never got super creative.
we made monstrous forts in the living room. So
Even with all those kids, it was just like blanket one level. That's it. I was like, dude, there's like
Come
10
on,
of
man.
you guys,
Yeah.
man.
I think our forts were spectacular.
Oh, we had some
Yeah.
very
we had some
creative
great
forts.
yeah, we had extra mattresses at my house. So
We
We
had
had
those too, yeah.
yeah.
we also had this. I don't know if you'd want to call it a mattress, but
Oh,
that
the foldable
Yeah,
food.
we called it that,
A
but that's not
futon,
what
but
it
it's
was.
definitely not a
Yeah.
futon.
And that was sort of the centerpiece,
Backbone
yeah.
of whatever we build. Yeah.
I liked how whatever we could fit in the fort was sort of property of the fort. So if you built it around the TV became yours.
It kind of, we made it mandatory to fit the TV
You know what I
into
mean?
the fort.
There's the TV in it, and it's like we had to get the piece of cardboard so you could do the split screen.
You told me about that. That was a stroke of genius. No, of course, the ultimate fort was setting up the tent in the backyard. Um,
We never had a tent, so we had a tent trailer.
right.
So,
Right.
but you couldn't set that up in your backyard. So there was like once or twice that my brother and I popped it open in the garage, and it was so fucking hot. It was just like that's done. So, yeah, but we never had a tent. My daughter had a little play tent for years that had a fucking tunnel that connected it to.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
It was cool.
Yeah.
So,
I've set up the tent a few times in the
Yeah.
backyard. Well, the kids wanted to sleep on the trampoline in like March.
trampoline.
Like, dude, no. It's still like 30 degrees. We'll bring lots of blanket. No.
This it's off the ground.
It's gonna be colder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no. There's other parents that have to
Like you did.
like sign off on this. Yeah, no. Wait till summer if you want to do that nonsense.
I was watching one of those like things I would never do kind of thing YouTube videos the other day, and it was this ER surgeon, and he said things I'll never have in my house. One of them was trampoline.
That is not the first doctor I've heard say that.
Yeah, he didn't go into too much detail. He's just like, no.
Like most of them now all have the fishnet thing around the edge and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, when our net got like destroyed during like the bomb cyclone, and so we still had the trampoline up, and they would just be like, we bounced straight up and down. Normally they're like just flying into the sides and just doing all this kind of insane stuff. It's like, and I'm like, well, his birthday party, because he had 10 kids over, they all got on the trampoline,
Mm-hmm.
and I just kind of watched from like my room, and I'm like, what is the capacity of this thing? Oh God, dude. The thing is dropping when they're all bouncing on there. I'm like, well, I guess if I hear a point, like, just like mass chaos.
Just a horrified screaming of children.
Wailing, yeah. Wounded.
I'm like, yeah, you kids are getting pretty big now, man. You're gonna be kind of adult-like people.
Yeah, he had trampolines and swimming pools. So
Swimming pools would all depend on what ages my kids were.
yeah, I don't think he really was talking about that. So like breaking it down quite that much.
Yeah, because it always so many of the stories like it's weird when you look at when you look at the mortalities rates by children, what ages and what by, right? Swimming pools comes in
They're pretty high.
pretty close to the top,
Yeah.
and when you start reading the stories on them, they're all the same. It's all the same kind of like so the pool cleaner left the gate open,
Right.
or it was
Little Billy went to the pool. Yeah.
right.
I turned around and he was gone, and then he was dead. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's awful. But if I had, kids that were 10, 12,
Then you're okay.
I wouldn't
Yeah, I wouldn't
be like,
care.
this is awesome. I have a pool in my backyard.
Yeah, but if you got one that's like 2, that's
Yeah.
running around.
Yeah.
He was like that, pools, and of course motorcycles mostly. The one that struck me that I was like, okay, that makes sense because I've actually heard of this more often than I have like everybody that I know who rode a bike for a long enough time got into some kind of accident.
Yes.
So, including my father-in-law. So, he almost got killed on his motorcycle. I think maybe like the second year we were married. But his was snowmobiles.
Yes.
She's like, they are fucking lethal for kids. So, and you get, oh, well, yeah, maybe Billy get on the snowmobile, do like your old man, and then just get crushed. So,
I guess I haven't done.
I don't know about that either.
So,
Man. I've been on a snowmobile like twice in my life, and it's they're fun, but it's also you can tell it's a heavy pitch.
Think about the machinery that operates it, man. Of course it is going to be.
You don't think about it, man, until you like actually get on.
You got. Oh, so it like rolls over on you
yeah.
this way? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the kid doing? Like pole vaulting in front?
He said there was like 2 things. One is like they'll either they'll roll it, or they'll like he says the number one killer on snowmobiles was people trying to like, well, my house is over there. I can just go across the lake.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
And then it becomes disputed whether it is a snowmobile or a swimming accident.
Right, yeah. This is a jet ski accident.
Well, yeah, it's like, well, do you count this as a pool? It's
Right.
like, I don't know if I would. It's
Well, there won't be a lot of jet ski accidents this year.
not here.
The water's very low.
Oh, is it? Oh,
All the reservoirs and stuff are like.
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pueblo Reservoir already killed its first couple of victims.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
It always does.
it always does, man. There was one at Cherry Creek yesterday too. So
Was it?
yeah,
I guess our area already canceled our fireworks display.
oh, dude, yeah, we're already it was like all over the local news the last 2 days. It was like, yeah, get ready for 90-degree heat waves for the next like 7 weeks. So that's like, oh, okay, cool. So
That sounds shit.
yeah,
Well, it does sound awful. And I mean, given that we have sort of I think we're down to 2 seasons at this point, where it's
Winter.
it's winter and summer. Yeah,
yeah, and summer is really it's a stretch of 8 weeks where it goes from it's nice, it's 60, 60, 90, stays at 90 for
months.
about 8 weeks,
Yeah.
and then it's November.
Right? Yeah. And it's Thanksgiving.
That's more than 8 weeks, man.
It depends.
It's a lot more than 8 weeks.
I didn't say they were consecutive either,
Yeah.
because there's going to be a week in there when it snows.
Well, we're done with that.
We're done with that. That's over. So, yeah, we only got what like two days that were like wet rain in there. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
we had a few.
3 days of 60s.
Oh, nice.
Coming
Yeah.
up, No, I don't even. Well, this is also Peyton, so it's a little cooler out there. I don't have a 90, so that's
That's not bad.
That's
No, I think for us it's we got a series of. I mean, we've got. It says it was 91 today. I could believe it.
I got to like 88 for me.
But yeah, for the rest of the week, it's 80s. Thursday 78, Saturday's 80. So it's not It's not July. July is
No, it's not July. We got a whole month.
It's tough sledding.
I don't know. I heard super El Nino, and we might get
Oh, that'd be nice.
cooler temperatures for us.
That I actually had to fucking goddamn pronoun people at my job that fucking like so the one of the boss there she's not from here, right, but she's not from South Asia, she's from somewhere in South America, right, and some of the hens were sitting there fucking like bitching up a storm about like weather being different and all this other stuff, and she mentioned something about I understand that things are going to be distressed by something called El Nino.
Like this is the first time she's ever heard of this thing.
Right. And so of course some fucking idiots were sitting there chiming in like, oh, is this a climate thing? It's like, nah, man, this is just a thing that happens, guys. It happens.
Like they've all never heard of this thing?
No. What happened was the mention of weather being disrupted by anything
Oh, right. It's climate, man.
had to fall into the territory of we did this.
Gotcha.
We need universal basic income.
Why are you like? I don't mind the verboten words coming up here, but so early,
Sorry,
like,
man. Yeah.
What did you
It's just shorten the whole thought process. You know?
What was the verboten what?
So everything leads to universal basic
You doesn't
income.
know?
Yeah.
The
So
verboten what?
it's not verboten. I mean, but that's just like all the arguments about anything that are bad in America and with the climate, yeah. This is why we should just get paid by the government, not have to work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
well, you gotta at least wait till AI takes everything.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we need universal basic income now. So
AI
because I'm
successfully
not
does it
making
and
my
doesn't
two cents
break
a word
everything
on
to bits.
business insight. Yeah, no kidding, man.
you can't mention water without that.
Can't
Because-
mention, oh my God, water is like so scarce now.
Well,
You know-
because then the second piece is data centers.
Data center's going to take all your water. Yep.
I heard the Coke plant here is going to take all our water.
We have a Coke plant.
Yeah.
They're building a Coke plant out by the.
Yeah.
Careful.
We are going to be the capital of this state.
But they're building a damn new stadium in Denver, so
Which stadium?
Denver's the Broncos.
Oh, yeah. I did drive up to Denver. I had a little thing that I had to go to for work for 2 days. I got back yesterday, and at the top of the hill there on Monument,
Mhm.
it is bulldozed, man. I think Bucky's is telling Palmer Lake, "Fuck you. We bought the land, and so fire up the dozer."
We're just going to build something.
It looks big enough to be a Bucky's. So I think that they said, okay, well, we've got our lawyers and you've got yours. Let's go.
Well, I just because like I happened to have the news on after the game or something, it was like, oh, Bucky's will use like 37,000 gallons or something in a day or in a month or something like
It's
that.
a lot because they
And
have a
then-
fucking car wash. It's
And
huge.
then they're like, and this Coke plant will use 1.5 million gallons in a day. I'm like, oh, damn, dude.
This again, it's. Do they really think that what's happening to this water is that
It's just ripped apart at the molecular level.
It's gone.
It's gone.
well? So we'll start with Coke. Coke is particularly problematic in the sense that, in theory, right, they could be taking this water. There's no promise that this will be consumed locally, right? So
Or we're gonna get really fat.
there's that, but I mean, under that token, you say like, okay, well, this water is going to be taken somewhere else, right? With data centers and stuff, it is not as though it's destroyed once it's used. You cool shit with it, right? You cool shit with it, and then it returns to the source. You may have
My
to
understanding is that it's actually internal. So it just recycles the same water over and over and over again. And the actual lossage is almost nothing. What most people have been,
makes sense.
what most people are stating is like the initial like footprint to fill the thing up. You know, so they say, oh, it used 33,000 gallons in its first month, and then it uses like none the next month.
Well, no, it uses
Yeah.
some.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to use some, man, but it's not like it's like fucking just bathtubing water inside one and out the other end.
Well,
So,
no.
yeah.
What I was saying is using some. It's like, yeah, there's a little bit of that, but sinks and toilets are still going to run there too.
Okay,
So,
sure.
I mean, that's.
For the 3 guys who work there.
So, if your argument is, and this I could say is like, if your argument is, oh, these data centers don't seem to be creating a whole ton of jobs.
No, they do not.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand. I totally understand that. But that being said, the misconception about what happens to the water, right? I would be way more concerned about that Coke plant because the Coke is leaving. It's going to fill like Kansas toilets and wherever good times are had, but not all exclusively here.
No, it'll be fine.
Yeah, they've already got it mapped out. So, and then they were just like, whoa! It's not 1.5 million gallons per day. That's only if we include phase two.
Sure, don't.
Is phase 2 guaranteed?
I have no idea. All I know is that Coke was moving here, and I'm like, damn, that's
Kind of a
pretty
big deal.
big
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
man.
Well, my understanding is that like basically like housing expansion, anything outside of the city footprint now is done. So
There's a tourist
because
area
you cannot afford water. So like there's going to be a whole annexation that was down south last fall, but the city requires that you have like a 40-year water reserve on it. So it's like more than you would actually use. You have to purchase rights to more than you would actually use with a single year. And they were asking for an exception on that. And this was going to be like another 800 homes or something down there, and they couldn't get it. So, and then they're like, okay, fine. Well, you can't build it then. So,
That's fine. There's enough.
there's plenty.
There's plenty of.
Well, and that's the other thing that's going on is like just we talking about apartments over here. You're starting to see it in other parts of town now where they're bulldozing some shit and they're putting like they're upping the density.
It's
we're
turning
going
dark
from
green.
not quite dark green, but we're in medium green.
I hear Denver prices are like
Retarded, dude. I was just there.
just
It is so bad,
they're actually just getting hammered on values.
dude. And downtown is zombie land. Now, it's not everywhere. So I was downtown, and so some parts of it are still really nice. But the minute you get within about 2 blocks of a 7-Eleven,
Everything we did was around the 16th Street Mall. Kind of
there
thing.
is a 7-Eleven on that, and I'm telling you, that's where they're at. So, yeah.
Let me tell you, downtown San Francisco is no different.
Yeah.
So I heard the show last time. It's 37 days before they're going to know if the Republicans actually made the governor, like, because isn't it like there's two candidates?
I thought they were pretty sure to get in.
Oh,
For the
For
governor?
the governor, mayor, they just they went below
What did?
the tally counts.
they went
Oh,
below.
I thought it was the top 2.
I thought
Correct.
that was governor.
Pratt just went to 3.
Oh, is LA the same way?
Yep,
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought that was just a straight up primary.
he just went to 3, which is
That's shady.
well. Do you want
That's
to see how
shady.
shady? Okay, so each one of these dots, and again, this is radio, not television. Okay, each one of these dots represents a county, right? I want you to take a look at this graph and tell me if it looks shady.
Yeah, I guess. What's the y-axis here on the bottom?
Go ahead and take a look at
I
it.
can't read that.
296,000, 600,000.
So if you start over here, okay, on the left,
Mhm.
that's the percentage of where things were. Okay.
What's this down here?
Oh, this
Number of votes?
This is the number of votes here, right? And this is the vote share.
Okay.
So this on the far left is how the votes came in on election day.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking at 38%, about 28%, and 20%. Okay. Since then, with these tallies, okay, the shares have gone down a little bit on Bass. They've gone down astronomically for Pratt. And the third person, who was down at least 7%, just overtook Spencer Pratt.
So this is time now.
No, so this is total number of votes that are submitted.
Right,
And then this is the percentage of those votes.
right.
So
Okay.
they're at like 800,000 total votes right now. So he's got 35% of the 800,000.
Okay, I see what it's saying. Yeah.
Right.
It's a weird way.
It is kind of a weird way to do it. So
But to look at this crossing right
You
here
could just do votes.
of just basically, we have found the exact votes that we need, and it is going like this.
Well, I saw one on one of my Instagram things that showed
This is retarded.
I don't remember the two candidates, but obviously it was the Republican, and like they were at one spot versus the Democrat, and then like an hour later, the Democrat had another like 100,000 votes. The Republican had the exact same number of votes,
Yes,
and it's like,
and this was in California.
yeah,
Correct.
and it's been an hour, and the guy did not get one.
none, not a single
You
one.
didn't count one in there. So I don't know. And I mean, when Newsom and stuff says, "Oh, we'll do whatever it takes to make sure that it happens," and I'm like, or the break glass in a case of emergency, we've got these things, and I'm like, you can't say stuff like that, man.
Yes, you can, because they ain't going to do shit about it.
So is that more important to you than the governor? Like, is that race more important to you than the governor's race in your mind?
No, none of these things matter to me in California. And let me make this best clear. California, I have to write it off as a state, and let me tell you why. So there's a series of events that happen to California that are basically insurmountable at this point, right? Now, unfortunately, it began with Ronald Reagan, right? I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know the history of this. I think you probably do, right?
Maybe.
All right. So
I know
Ronald
he
Reagan,
was there.
well, this was before he was president,
Right.
right? So Ronald Reagan made a gamble when he was governor of California, right? And what that was he agreed to basically like a slow process amnesty. Okay. And so this was something where he decided that he was going to sign the bill that basically granted ultimate citizenship to, I think it turned out to be about 2.5 million illegal immigrants at the time.
Alternate citizenship?
No. To path to allow citizenship.
As president?
No, as governor.
I didn't know anybody ever could do that.
I don't remember the exact specifics of it, but this was something that it's a California thing. Look, the fact is, the voters had an opportunity. The famous Proposition 187 thing, right? That passed, okay, but their court overruled it. Okay, so as far as the actions, the legal actions they could have taken to do something about their problem, they have specifically made it impossible to do so. So now that you're at this point where essentially you can, this right there, that what I just showed you, that should have anybody, like even if you're on that side saying this doesn't seem right, anytime you see a tally of, so everybody voted for her, right? Anytime you see that kind of stuff, anybody that has any kind of election integrity look to say like, I got to take this somewhere, right? Somebody should be running to the newspaper with evidence, right? But they're not, because it's their system, and they've infiltrated it from top to bottom, right? So whether or not, so if Pratt gets elected, it doesn't make a difference. Anything that he tries to do will be hamstrung by people in that government to stop it. That's my issue here. Same thing goes for governor at this point. right? They're going to gerrymander the rest of that state. Fuck them.
It already is gerrymandered.
Well, no, they're going to take out like the last 5 Republican seats that they can get rid of.
Yeah, but there's like if you look at the map of California, it's like blue on the coast. So
Hmm.
yeah, like it's already basically been oiled and watered as much as it
They
can.
have about 5 to 6 seats that
Yeah,
they can scrape out, and they
yeah, and that's I don't know how much that actually matters anymore either. So because I mean, quite honestly, like anything that's going to get done in the next 5 to 6 years is going to require a supermajority in the Senate anyway. So I mean,
well,
we've gotten past the point in time where they can do anything via reconciliation. So I don't see a supermajority occurring in the next 10 years.
not by a long shot.
Yeah,
And more to the point, the other states in the rest of the country have already
they're going to do the
managed.
same thing.
They've already started. That's already been upheld.
Well, the ones that don't already have, um, well, some of them already fought their fights. We'll put it that way. Like this state here, we settled that like 5 years ago. So that it's not going to change here. But
Did they redistrict me?
yeah, when we got a new seat, what was it? I don't remember if it was
Oh,
2016
right.
or 2020. I think it might have been 2016 because that's
I think
when
you're right.
I think that's when Lauren Boebert started coming on the radar and stuff. So if I'm not mistaken, and so we got an extra seat. And Colorado actually has an amendment in the Constitution that says we decide our congressional district by a panel of 9 people, 3 Republicans, 3 Democrats, and 3 unaffiliated. And then they draw that map. The court, yeah, this is legal. And then if voters don't like it, they can kill it again. So, which we've done.
Gotcha.
Uh,
But yeah, as for California, they're fucked. There's nothing those people can do at this point.
well, I mean, honestly, if they're not going to fight for it, then fuck them. So,
That's sort of the point.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get what you get. You get what you vote for, man. So there you go. Yeah,
Now, the one thing that can change their situation and maybe changing their situation is a shift in demographics. And that's a question of it's going to be actually, I know for a fact, I know they're losing seats already um, as per the next census. But if there are people that just straight up leave the state, right, then that can change things.
well, they got that horrible billionaires tax or whatever it is, but
They certainly do.
I don't. Well, I don't think it actually passed yet. I don't know if it actually made it to referendum or not. But they were talking about that like 2 months ago, and like all these guys that I listen to, you know, they're a little bit more into the investor slash tech sphere. They're like, yeah, we moved.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're
Why,
like, it
why
ain't worth
wouldn't you?
risking it. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. It's not worth risking it.
that
So, and the
much
thing about
tax.
that law is, it's specifically it's you can if it passes the way that it was written, which it hasn't yet, but I don't know if it's actually on the ballot or not. It was like they can make adjustments to the cap later, just through the legislature rather than through a referendum. And so it was basically all right. So you scared Elon Musk out. Obviously, if you melted him down for parts, okay, he paid California's budget for what, 2 years? So, so okay, fine, all right. But who are you gonna guess are going? You start going after doctors and lawyers and fucking real estate brokers and these guys who are making that like $1 to $4 million a year. So and then that's when they're just like, Spencer probably gonna elect the governor. So, but again, their problem, man.
Well, it depends. It depends. It's not necessarily their problem because the biggest question is where do these refugees move to? And do they learn the lessons of why they departed?
Or do they try and change the state
Case
to
in
get?
point, yeah, of all the guys that I work with in the oil industry, right? The thing that they had big problems with were all the people that moved to Idaho and
And
all the people that
Montana.
moved to Montana.
Boise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It-
hear it's like impossible to find. I mean, well, that was one that where the real estate market was bleeding out. But like even here, it's weird, man. I mean, there was some that I was reading the other day. We're like the eighth most expensive state in the fucking nation,
Yep.
So yeah, we actually have gone ahead of several of the New England fuckers. So so yeah, and it's not bleeding out. Like house prices aren't really going down here, but they're not really going up anymore.
Yeah, it's
And
been
so
pretty
we're kind of stuck.
steady.
Yeah, we're kind of stuck, and so I think we actually price out most of the people who. So,
I think so. I mean, the thing that we don't have that we had at one point was we don't have a surplus of cash anymore.
oh, what? What do you mean cash?
Colorado,
Oh no, we don't. Yeah, I, did we ever have a surplus?
we did.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, we did.
No, the whole state's broke this year. So
Yes.
I've been in the meetings. Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't pay attention.
It's not terrible, but it's not great. So
Deloitte did good.
Floyd did good.
Deloitte did good.
Yeah.
That's all I know. They maxed out all our bonuses. So
Nice.
the company did good. Whatever we did.
Whatever it is that you do.
I have no idea.
Facebook fired people.
There are a lot of people, man. Yeah.
But
So
you're
I heard like most of them were actually in like fucking Seattle too. So there was like an 8,000 person bloodbath in like one or two cities alone.
damn, that's a lot.
That's a
Something like
lot.
that.
Yeah.
1,000? Oh my god.
Yeah. So it was like all these people that were actually still on site.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh damn.
A lot of them. There's my understanding is that some of them, I believe, are going to get worked into what I'm doing,
Okay.
which they're not going to like. They're not. But that being said, fuck them. That's not my problem.
You want a job? You want a job.
Yeah, there is a. Again, we've seen this. We watch this. We watched this class of people who were basically web developers, right? We watched them become the hottest of hot shit
Yeah.
for about 4 years,
So I can go hunt ghosts now.
and then they started disappearing. All but the elite started disappearing because people were sending their web development shit to Bucharest,
Oh, yeah.
having that done at 1 o'clock in the morning, and then the tools just got better. And then it just turned out that Century 21 could just go on there, click, 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 and they're done. And that entire class came and went. And so there's a lot of people sitting there saying, like, this wasn't supposed to be like this. It's like,
So who are these people? What were they doing before?
these guys?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't
Oh,
know if this
okay.
was their first job or not. Oh, you're talking about
Like,
Well,
so
wait,
if these are the web developers, what is it that they actually do?
essentially that. A version of that. I mean, just take a look at that and just if you're going to run a site like that, I mean, on top of that too, the largest amount of people that have been laid off are people that were on projects that didn't pan out or they stopped.
Oh.
Right. So when you're developing something called a quote unquote metaverse, so when you're embracing something on a universal scale, right, and nobody uses it,
Right, because creepy.
that shit wasn't free.
Shit ain't free.
That shit ain't free. And if nobody's using it, nobody's maintaining it, right? They gotta let you go.
Right.
Again, you and I talked about this. There's no reason that you're entitled to a job in perpetuity if your job is no longer necessary.
No.
I want one of those.
Hiring is agreement, not an
Agreed.
obligation.
I agree. I'm not going to fight with you. And in some parts of the world, right? I think that's kind of a truth. So I also this week, because there's no one, so I started taking actual tutor meetings for Japanese at this point because there's nobody to speak of, right?
Mm.
So I was like, I'm hitting a dead end. Like I get the base. It's not that I get the basics. It's like I get the advanced parts of it. I understand the different parts of speech. I understand how it functions, all that other stuff. It's like, but if you look at me and say like, hey, come up with a sentence, I'd say, no problem. See me in 30 minutes and I will have exactly what I mean. It'll come out perfectly. So I'm like, I need to have conversational
Right.
stuff with this. But the thing was, this was the thing I was kind of chuckling about was we spend more of our time just like discussing culture, right? And that's the point. Which is like, is there anything you want to talk about? Talk about anything, right? That's the point. Is if you ask me to talk about the store, which would be what?
Or
Hacienda.
Yes. Okay, right. Thank you. If the store is in front of something, Patrick,
my
In front of the
day.
what if it's behind?
I don't know.
Detrás.
The thrust, where's that left? Izquierda and
Izquierda.
derecha.
Right. So if you just ask me like touristy things about soap at the hotel, no problem.
Well,
Right.
I don't know so.
So this is the other thing is so as she's taught me, right? If you don't know soap, just say soap.
Okay.
Like half the word, I'm like, does that have a Japanese word? She's like, yes, nobody uses it.
Oh,
It's just we use the English word. So the funny thing on this was we were talking about companies was part of it. And that was that same thing where it is when you're coming out of college, right? It is basically like the fucking NFL draft, right? So she said it is so much more difficult to be hired when you're, if you worked at a company for 5 years, called it quits, and then start applying. She's like, you are in for some rough uphill sledding, right? What they want to do is they have a term for it. It is basically, it's essentially like graduating draft class, right? I shit you not. And what they do is they look through the candidates, they see all the different applicants, and what they're doing is they're essentially doing interviews. Not really interviews, but they're doing like the sabermetrics before you interview, right? So that
You better put your picture on your resume too.
yeah, that's all part of it because once you're in, they're expected to make most times a lifetime commitment to you, which is why if you're a fuck up, right, and they have to mothball you, where you still come in 35 minutes early because that's what you do. It's not paid. You still stay until the boss leaves, even if you're out of work, because that's what you do, right? But if you're a fuck up and you haven't managed to find your footing or you screw up enough times, they're going to give you a job that's in the closet and they will still pay you for the rest of your life. Yeah, they're still going to pay you for the rest of your life. It's just that you will do so in shame, which is ridiculous.
You
to me.
spend all your money on beer. And pachinko after hours.
So it's like so it's like all right. So if you're a foreigner there, right? So how does that follow if I come from somewhere else?
Mhm.
If I were working with your company, right, and it's 4:59 and you just see me tidy up, they say, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I work until 5, so I'm gonna go to my kid's little league game.
Fucking barbarian. Yeah. Disloyal, hairy barbarian.
Stupid American.
Yeah.
Well, he was like the disloyal, the whole like that thing. That
Insolent.
like ridiculous. But yeah, I was flabbergasted by some of that when it comes to like career shit, where it's like, yeah, I guess you can expect to be here forever.
I'd be fine with that, but I would not be fine with coming in early and staying late for no reason.
Well, you're not just going to come in early and stay late. You will go out for drinks afterwards,
Mhm.
and that's not negotiable.
Spending time with your children is shameful of them.
Yep, me and that culture, we do not agree.
Well, especially yeah, because like I know who I am. It's like, where have you been? Work starts at 8. It's 7:58.
I would get there 7:50 or 7:45.
I get there 8:02.
And the same thing goes.
I follow the Coach McLaughlin for the Giants. If you're 5 minutes early, you're
You're
10
late.
minutes late.
That's somebody was in Marine Corps.
So I will show up early, and then if something happens, I still make it on time.
But this the other thing I was laughing at was so many of the language picadillos that I've been working with, right? Um, like for example, you don't know this per se, but there are so many particles. You've seen them. You've seen me. You've seen day. You've seen uh, why. You've seen guy. You've seen all these other things. There's one that is specifically relegated for directions, right? But not necessarily that you're saying that this is where something is located. It's ultimately that you're essentially like pointing in that direction. Now, she gave me a sample sentence, and I was just asked her to do this, and I was like, am I wrong? I feel like you should use the a particle there, right? She's like, you can. She's like, I don't think you need to learn about how these people speak this year, Jeffrey. Like what? She's like, we just use them, right? We just use, and nobody cares. I was like, nobody cares because it's such a heavy inference, stupid ass language, right? That if you use the language, the particle for in that direction versus at, I said, every single person here knows what you mean, and all of us do it, and none of us care, right? I said, would you have to mark me off on that if I took a test? She said, emphatically, yes.
Emphatically.
But as far as the way people speak, she's like, that's not how this works.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean,
No, it doesn't.
yeah, it does, because English has the same way. We have slang that you say stuff versus the proper way of saying things.
We have tolerances that we make unacceptably in certain
What do you mean
ways.
unacceptably? It's accepted. It's everywhere.
Really?
Yeah. Who's going to tell anybody that you said it wrong?
Did you ask?
Does anybody care?
I don't know. Yeah. There. You get corrected on that all the time.
You most certainly will.
It's the lowest of low blows, man.
But I mean, there's so many things that you hear wrong when people are speaking on TV. That's who cares, man?
Well, I would argue okay, so would you make the argument that there's a difference between conversation, or shall I say, spoken versus written?
Yeah, but not as much as there used to be.
Not as much as it used to be. I understand that, but I would still argue that there is a difference between spoken versus written.
Fair, but also when you've got written, a lot of times you got an autocorrect thing that'll.
Well, and your written is not full of ums and ahs, and you know.
This is true.
I know. You knows.
This, yeah, you're correct, and God help you if you're actually transcribing that. That is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I know you did that for a living. Yeah.
And I know when the guys that were from Puerto Rico were speaking Spanish and stuff, man, they weren't following any textbook.
The people from where?
Puerto Rico. That I knew in college, like, dude, they were not following the rules of grammar that's set there by Spanish rules. No, man, they're just winging words all over the place.
In spoken or written?
Spoken.
Oh, okay.
Which is what you were doing with her.
Would you? I mean, in a lot of ways, she was implying like, I don't think they'll care about the written either.
But,
So you're not writing for academia. Yeah.
No,
maybe he is.
Yeah, you're gonna be writing
Well,
like
actually,
Japanese.
that's how I was learning it. But I mean,
What do you mean?
that's the manner upon which I was learning.
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, was basically the. I mean, if I'm here, if I'm going to be spending the time with this thing to learn it, I'd prefer to understand the ins and outs of it.
Yeah.
I know you don't.
even
It's
try.
totally okay. It's and again, what it sounds like, and I asked about this, was like, yeah, my brother and his kids are going there in like a week. And she was going, they speak English? Like, yes, that's fine.
You'll be fine. Yeah. I'll be happy to practice their English on you.
And they're like,
I'm going with a whole class of kids.
Yeah.
Everybody
You're
is
gonna have
going
like
to
a
be
translator
catered
and stuff.
to
Yeah.
this. Like, Yeah,
You probably won't even have to interact with the Japanese person.
unless it's one of the times we wander off to go
Right.
do our own thing.
Which is what I'd want to do. But that being said, like, I feel like you guys are going to see like 1/15th of the things
Oh yeah,
that
we're
you
not
want
going
to
to
see.
come close to see stuff. Yeah,
In a week? No way.
yeah, no. So it's fine. I'm cool. I'm cool to have it all planned out, and I'm not mapping anything and doing.
Oh, no,
Like
no.
I'm good.
If anything, I hope that when you come back, you say like, I'm going to go back there again.
William already says he wants to be a chaperone in the future
A chaperone?
because then he gets to go again. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
because he saw that in some of the meetings. He's like, "Oh, you're a chaperone. You get to go again. I want to go again." I'm like, "We haven't even gone yet." I'm like, "You might hate it." He's like, "Oh, no, I think I want to be a chaperone." Sounds good.
I feel like your best chaperones are part bully. And I don't know if I see that in your kid.
Part bowling.
Yeah.
Break it up, kids.
Yeah, a little bit of.
Come on, dude. This is like 1950s. Let's get out to make that point, man. So it's my chaperone.
I was like the chaperone to the Denver Museum with Livy's class, and like they all love me, and I'm like letting them break rules and all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, they're like, the teacher said we're not supposed to split apart. I said, split apart. We're going to meet back here. Go for it. Spread out. I'm like, are you sure? I'm like, are you going to leave this section? They're like, no. I'm like, all right, then go. You boys go do your boys thing. Girls do your own thing, and then we'll circle right back here. Don't leave anywhere without. Like, oh, okay. Like, man, you kids are brainwashed, man.
They don't. I don't know. Well, we had free range parents in our own right, in some ways. I mean, it's weird that in some ways our folks were like counting the minutes, but in other ways it was sort of a willful ignorance. If it doesn't happen in this house, it's not my problem.
Well, I wanted to give them some freedom to be able to like
Oh, yeah, I mean,
see
so I
what
understand.
happens. Now, if I lost a kid, then oh,
Not yours.
then well, yeah, I'm not going to be invited back.
Well, no.
But otherwise, yeah, I was like, dude, it's 3 boys, 3 girls. Stay in your cluster. You girls go over here. Just make sure you don't leave the section. We can. I mean, good lord, each one of those rooms like branches off into like several circles.
Yeah, but you could still see where they were, right?
Nah, some of them. Because like they go into set like some of the animal exhibits, they go into like
Mhm.
rooms and then rooms that branch into different rooms, but there's only one entry exit overall. Like you can't leave multiple places. So even if you wind around wherever, you gotta if you want to leave, you gotta come back out to the.
No, I understand that. So there was I remember a guy talking about this when he worked for the recreation center, right? And they had a little debate, like a little debate on the council, right? Where they were like, all right, so for the sake of when we take kids out on field trips and stuff, right? They're like, there's two trains of thought. Do we have the kids get T-shirts that say that they're from the rec center, right? So that if either they get separated or they get lost, the people at the front office can say, "Oh, you're part of this group. Okay, we'll call somebody from there," right?" The concern, on the other hand, was that
They all blend.
no,
Oh,
was that if, say, for example, um, you were a predator, right? And you're looking for like potentially lost people that you could prey upon, right? Knowing that this is a person you could say, "Oh, kid, are you lost? Okay, no problem. Come with me." Then he takes you to his free candy van, and now you're in all sorts of trouble, right? So the one thing I would have to volley against your approach here, where you can't see them all, is as unlikely as it's ever going to happen. I think that's the reason that they want you to be watching.
I get it. It's fine.
Just this one particular case.
All then send more chaperones.
It's fine. Oh, you okay, girl?
So
She's like a firework.
it's okay.
And then I brought a bag of like M&M cookies. So like I was by far the favorite chaperone.
Oh no, William. Well, more than 99 times out of 100, I feel that you're absolutely in the right here. But that is the one situation where I can see them saying, like, no, watch these kids for this reason. And that would be the singular case.
Gotcha. I understand.
But you already did it, and they were fine. So it's all over and done with. Kids are fine.
Yeah, they actually would come back and try and like look for me for like as soon as they got too far. Like parents don't ever let us free range. This is weird.
It is weird. This is a lot of times their first time doing that, too, I'd imagine.
Oh yeah, kids are so fucking sheltered.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, they'll do good. They're good.
Should have parked down there.
Yeah.
That's a little early.
I hate this time.
6, 7. Like holy cow, that's a full month.
They don't even have baseball over there.
I don't think that was baseball. I think that was one dude.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was a stadium.
I don't think so.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think
Or I don't know. Do they have baseball?
all I can tell you is that, so
I
there.
guess it is baseball season.
They do have soccer games.
All I know is that when I take her walking, even late at night, there are times, well, because I got the headphones on, I can't really hear. But there are times where she freaks out just like that. And I'm like, oh, somebody must be launching fireworks.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a firework ban this year.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing. Eric was planning on bringing down his armada. Be like, think it's happening this year. I think they might actually get people this year. I don't know. We'll see.
I can only hope.
The rest of us like fireworks.
I have nothing against them. She does.
He does, yeah. And I get when it's the 7th of June.
Well, all right.
That's
Absolutely
250 this year, man.
no reason to be doing it now.
I know. And look, I do not. So obviously, the fourth is you do what you do, right? You're going to hide out, and you're going to, that. And the third, I understand there's going to be incursions, and probably the second, and some, if you didn't get to it all in the fourth, right?
Might be the 5th.
Might be the fifth, but by the sixth, it should be over. And I
Yes.
also shouldn't be hearing them at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning on anything.
Especially it's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Like,
4th of July is on Saturday.
yeah. So there's no reason. Like the Friday, Saturday,
Go nuts. Totally
that
understand.
I totally get. But dude, you got it on the weekend. That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I should not see trick or treaters on November 3rd.
Wait, I should not see trick or treaters on November 1st.
All right, you're not wrong either.
Yes.
Dude, I don't think in my neighborhood. I don't think I've seen trick or
On
treaters.
October 27th. Yeah, I mean, so
I think that one's that's a 1-day shot, man.
now I'll put it to. Would I be opposed to kind of like a Halloween weekend or like a Halloween?
But they'd have
Trick or treating needs to be one night.
yeah, that is one. They're coming to your door.
One night.
That is especially plenty of people have dogs that.
Dude, I have grinched out the last 3 years on trick or treaters. So
What have you done?
grinched out. Just
Just
light off and
put a bowl out.
no,
man.
I fucking can't. You know, I know, man. Like
You have a kid.
she does her own thing, man. So
Does she go trick or treating still?
no, she went to parties last year. So
Okay.
I don't think she's doing trick or treating. So, but it was funny. I remember picking her up from school, and it's like 3 days before Halloween, and people were dressing up, at school, and I was like, man,
Wow. I don't
yeah,
think I
that's
really-
weird, dude. So,
Oh, did you get her SAT score?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah,
How'd she do?
she did okay. Yeah, she's definitely average. She's at the peak of the bell curve. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's
Right
fine.
where she's supposed to.
Yeah, and I asked her about it, and she was like, "Yeah, I didn't even know we were doing it that day." I was like, "Oh,
Wait, did she also get extra days off surrounding it?
no,
Like,
no." They did it during their normal testing week, and so she had like I don't remember exactly. She had one of those days off because the class because it was based on period. So like first period tested on Monday, second period tested on Tuesday, whatever, kind of thing. And she had two classes that didn't have an associated test, so she actually got that day. But not everybody in the school got that day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Did they sell those chocolate bars?
I don't know, Jeff. So
well,
if
it
they
has
did,
not
he
come
didn't
with,
sign up for that to offer me none. So
it has not come up with like selling anything at any point.
Well, fuck selling. I mean, just I'd hate to, just kind of look at the kids and say like, hey, you don't have to do this. I don't want you to do this. But if any of the kids are selling this stuff, take this 5, okay? And if you ever see
I'll
them
buy you
selling,
one.
like, well, actually, yeah, that's true. Take this 20.
Pollution.
Yeah. Take this
Yeah,
20
there's no way they're $1 a piece still.
and get me as many of the caramel or the crunch ones as you can. And if they have both, make it even.
Yeah, but I guess she won't have to take that again until she's a junior. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
What they do next year.
I don't know either, man.
Either way,
Yeah, I don't. I'm going to be blunt with you. SAT is not going to matter in about 5 years. So, like, even a little bit.
you know what I mean?
No, not I mean, unless you're going to like MIT, sure. So, but like your old school's got a 98% acceptance rate. So CU's got a 90% acceptance rate. So,
What if you want a scholarship?
if you want scholarships, they might help, but most of the scholarships aren't really academic anymore. They're going to be athletic or they're going to be based. So there are some academic scholarships. So, but
So there's quite a few academics.
it depends on the school. So
Well, yeah.
yeah, it depends on the school. If the school's not known for its academics, then I don't know. They don't really have that many of those.
Well, you still got that quarter Asian. Oh yeah, you guys.
That doesn't work anymore, man.
What's this?
Well, like that was part of my scholarships. Is that a
Oh,
minority?
Yeah, they don't do those anymore. You have to establish that you're one of the poorest now. Yeah.
Frowned upon minority.
Or you write an essay that kind of gives the game away. So growing up in East Philadelphia.
I was born and raised there.
As I was thinking about what college means to me, I turned on the faucet and, like I do every morning, had to wait a good 45 minutes for the red glue to clear out before I could drink water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what the college application process is.
So like we're actually doing it's not what we call auto I call it auto enrollment. So but they don't like that. So
I'm sure
It's
that's
standard.
yeah, a better term for it, but it's basically like, okay, so we get lists of folks from the local high schools who are graduating. And as long as they have a certain GPA, we automatically send them an acceptance letter. So, now the larger state schools like CU, CSU, you still have to apply to those, but
Oh my God, you're sending pre-qualification screeners.
we are absolutely doing it. Yeah. So,
Do your letters actually say like you may be eligible for an $80,000?
yeah, exactly. By now, so the space is limited, which is not true. So, but, I mean, there's just so many different ways to get it now that, and all the state schools are competing. Like Arizona State's got a humongous online program. So if, he wants to do all his classes online with a top R1 institution, you can do that through Arizona State. So, and you get the same degree that says Arizona State as someone who went down there and partied it up for 4 years.
This is true.
It doesn't fucking matter. So yeah. Now, if you want to get into like mines, you got to have some math behind you, you know.
I don't think he's that motivated for anything.
But if you just want to go to a big state school, just pick the one you want to go to. They will be happy to take your money.
That said, you will not meet people going to classes online.
Right.
Absolutely
not have the college experience. Learning about yourself, doing all those things.
Oh shit! I was just talking about
your way through.
being
You
able.
won't meet any girls. No, not a one.
Shit, I should have thought of that. I was talking about like, hey, what are you doing now, Eric? Oh, you're working here? Do they need guys?
You don't do that
Oh,
either on
no.
that, yeah.
Networking, yeah, that's toast.
If you didn't do it for online, you're just doing it for the cheat.
Right.
So, yeah. And I mean, you can cheat your way through the entire fucking thing anyway. So,
Yes, you can.
you absolutely, I have surrendered. I don't fight it anymore. So, yeah. I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's like above my pay grade, boss. So, you know.
Either they will come out with some software that will contradict this, or actually,
Yeah.
So I did. Okay, so one thing I did come across here in terms of like job stuff, right? And there was a guy that asked me about this the other day in the doctor's office. But so,
It's kind of an odd place for that.
well, I hadn't seen him in a minute since the old testosterone clinic. I left there, right?
Oh, so this was the doctor.
Yup. So there was an assistant that worked there that he got let go with everybody. And when I went there not last week, but the week before, he was there covering one day because my regular doctors, they actually finally took a vacation, right? And I hadn't seen him in a minute. But yeah, I was telling him about he was asking about jobs and stuff, and I was talking about when I was doing like AI training and stuff. So the newest stuff on that is when you're working for these guys and when you're applying these two things, there are two things that you have to do. You have to screen share your entire shit, right?
Okay.
And it will also, the other thing it will do is you have to uninstall every Chrome extension that you have as well.
Oh, really?
Yes, because the forums were filled with people who are basically like, look, I didn't even know I still had Grammarly installed, right?
Oh.
And I think that's going to be a lot of it where the testing and everything will be, we have to see your station. We have to see what's on here. It has to log everything that you're doing.
Yeah.
And I think testing is probably going to go a lot of that same way.
Oh, they do. We do a lot of proctoring with testing and stuff like that, you know, but I mean, so but I mean, that gets to the point in time where you're doing a class where you're either running proctored sessions like weekly, or you're going back to the old model where it's midterm final.
Yeah.
So, and that sucks too. So they're both bad. You know, and then the other thing is like what is really killing off is any form of written work. So it is absolutely murdering any of that stuff off. And so, you know, I mean, I don't know how to defeat that, man. So because every time they come out with a little tool, because I've seen a couple tools come out, there's like AI detector version 1.0 gets defeated in 10 minutes, you know, kind of thing. Like because you just basically take the poop and put it back in the mouth.
Yeah, you train it on that train data.
Right. Yeah. And then there you go. So you just defeated that thing. Yeah, so I have no idea where it's going to go, man. And online classes in particular are just fucked on this, man. So, you know, because, yeah, you can just sit there and fucking pencil whip every last thing in. And all you have to do is just dumb it down just a little bit or make just a couple mistakes that are obvious for, you know, a reader to check and see. And you're going to be golden on it.
Make sure you don't have any long dashes in there.
No M dashes.
That's a problem because I actually do.
I like M dashes.
I speak with those constantly.
I've had to train myself no more than one per person. So it's like, all right, dude, you can use commas.
You are an AI bot if you are putting an M dash.
Well, it's not okay. It's not just the M dash, although that's the biggest
Okay,
giveaway.
wait. Let me put it this way. If you use an M dash and you're an Indian, you are
Well,
100% using AI.
William, if I can read what you wrote, and you're an Indian, you are 100%. Now, I'm not okay. So again, I'm not.
There's some that were writing pretty good stuff.
Will this specific discussion I had with a recruiter? Okay, I said, why is it like this, right? And this is specifically like where the H-1Bs and stuff come in, right? This is why they talk about the problems with, boy, we've run the numbers, right? And ever since we put an Indian guy in charge of this department, every single hiree has been Indian, right? This is not a unknown phenomenon. There is a reason why it is over 70%, 75% come from one area, right? And this is why they had to institute these tests, because they have to see you share your screen. You're on video, right? You're sharing the video. You have to share your extensions, right? Because of this. Because when the people like that are hiring, they just let them do it.
Oh,
If you go to, and again, this comes from the people I know in California, which is the hub of this, okay, is they will tell you, again, looking left and right first, right? They will say, fucking everything that I take to an Indian guy comes out like shit. It's never done right the first time. You have to constantly argue with these people because they never know what the fuck they're talking about, right? And that's because they were hired with phony ass credentials and AI produced crap. And then when they actually have to do a job for you, right? They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. The closest approximation they can give you is, well, ChatGPT told me to do this. It's like, no shit. I would, if that would have worked, I would have asked it the first time. When I said, ChatGPT, give me a money making enterprise that I can do from home between the hours of 8 and 5, it'll give you answers. None of them will work.
come on, man, OnlyFans.
So I got no hits to mine. What about you?
I don't know, man. So
Nobody wanted to sit there and listen to me read poetry naked.
I haven't put myself on the market. I don't think I'm going to.
So,
It sounds like a terrible job.
bro, this is you. You are like, you do things that other human beings wouldn't even consider when it comes to, it's like, well, this is just like, this is what I have to do to make money. This is how I make it. This is when I want some extra money. I do this, whatever it is. I think there's this overlay. Maybe you saw this on fucking Republic Facebook or wherever it is that you hang out. Um, there's this clip of basically of AOC reciting her speech about they're just stealing to feed their starving families and all this other shit. When there's about 45 black dudes robbing a jewelry store, right? Now, the thing is, I'm not doubting that maybe there are some people that are taking one loaf of bread from Walmart, right? But there's this thing where she's saying like they have no other alternatives. I'm like, did you get blood? Did you? I'm like, I'm going through all the things. I'm like, are you sure you did everything to make money?
You can walk a dog for $20 an hour.
Like,
drive an Uber.
Yeah, drive
drive
an
an
Uber.
Uber.
You don't even have to drive. You can do it on a bicycle. Just do DoorDash. Come on, man.
There's plenty of ways
There's
to
so
get.
many ways to make money now. It's not even fun.
so fucking intellectually dishonest. Yeah.
Without breaking a law.
Yep.
Without not just breaking a law, tearing up a jewelry store, right?
But why would you even justify that? Like, come on, man. Like, look at the screen. You gotta be there and just be like, guys, come on.
Well, I love the secondary part of, well, it's insured.
Oh yeah, so you're just robbing from the insurance company.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So now your
So
insurance
it's a
goes up,
victimless crime, Jeff. It's like stealing cable.
and then you're gonna complain about your insurance being too expensive.
Right.
and that they're the bad guys.
Well, I don't carry insurance. So.
You don't?
Oh, I fucking yeah.
Oh, I was like,
I carry the extra insurance in case you don't have insurance. Well, that's like one of the first things that I run into, man. And so when you start breaking down somebody's like, financials in some respects, because I've done this with a couple of people. I was like, all right, so let's walk through your monthly. All right, a little bit. Let's like, well, how much you paid for car insurance? It's like, well, I'm in between carriers right now. It's like, okay, when did you drop your insurance? It's like 6 months. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so it was like driving around without insurance is not an option. If you don't have it, you don't fucking drive. It's that kind of thing. So it means that you're a bus person now. Congratulations. So it does not mean you're an Uber person.
Right.
So you just find all kinds of stuff like that. It's crazy. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was all about cooking, and in particular, how like so many people who are younger are absolutely resistant to learning how to fucking cook. So I don't have time for that. And then the other thing is like, oh well, it's like anything that I make at home is going to be of lower quality than what I can get at fucking Wendy's.
Really?
Yeah.
You serve fingers at your home?
You start chicken fingers.
Oh, sorry, you said Wendy.
Yeah, I think that was in the chili, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's. I don't. You know what? I don't even remember if that was true or not.
I don't think it was. I think, but so I seem to recall the story. It was like these folks had bought a severed finger from their friend, okay, who had chopped it off with like a fucking, like on accident on a chop saw while he was working on something. He was just like, well, that fucking sucks, kind of thing. And so, like, I'll give you $100 for that. I went to Wendy's and threw it in the fucking chili. So I tried to sue Wendy's. There was like another lady that did the same thing, put a rat in her beer. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Put a rat in their beer. I do think Jack in the Box did kill people back.
Jack in the Box did kill people with E. coli. Yes, that was a real thing. So it absolutely murdered off the franchise for like a year.
That one almost killed me.
That one I'm certain happened.
That one did. That's a true story. So unlike razor blades and apples, so that one's actually true.
Yeah, that's true. There's only 2 incidents of tampered candy.
Yeah. What's the other one that they were always? There was like aspirin. It's transferred to aspirin. That's why they always started putting the cotton on the top of them or something.
Oh, you know what? That sounds really familiar. I can't quote the story because that one, I think that one predates us. I think
that one was like the 60s. Yeah.
Yeah. The only other one, so I can think of like bent cans, but that's sort of a well-known thing.
That's legit.
Yeah, I got called an idiot for that. I got put in my place for that.
That one's 100% legit.
Botulism comes from. Yeah.
Do not grab swollen cans or one. If it's swollen, you don't. No, man.
It moves on its just
Dude, that's in like final death stage if it's swollen. Man.
Little skulls.
That one's probably, you're going to open the can and
it's going to reek.
That one's going to hurt.
It's going to reek. Yeah.
That's like every now and then if you go shop, well, you don't go to the store, but when you go shopping and you see one of those baking packages that broke its seal.
Oh, yeah.
And it's been sitting there and it's just like,
green.
Why do you people need to take this away, man? Why? Who is not looking at your shelves at some point in the last, 10 days?
This was, okay, so this was another cultural thing that I thought was hilarious. It was a Japanese person that was here. They were visiting a friend, right? And so the expiry date that we have on the shelves, right? It is not so if it says February 14th, okay, the product does not die on February 14th. That is the last day that they can sell it, right? But it doesn't mean the product is done for at that point. Now,
100%.
in other countries, right? So, a Japanese guy was visiting his friend. He saw him
Trying to poison me.
open up and eat something. He was about to eat something from an expired package, and it was very much like, you can't do that. You'll die, right?
Well, that's how a lot of the kids think.
Dude, my mom thinks that.
Dude, that is just
It's like
a sell product.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
It
Yeah,
is
yeah,
literally
that's-
a made-up
yeah.
date so that they can sell product. So that when
I
you take
never
it
looked at it
home
from their view.
and you look at it and you're like, shit, this is expired. Toss, I gotta go buy a new thing.
Look, I've got some like cans in the back that say like '09, so I think those are
Right,
bad.
yeah, when you go, I mean, it's fine for like, the zombie apocalypse. It's worth taking a shot on, but
Look, I don't think those green
you
beans were
didn't,
fresh when I bought
you
them.
didn't really want it for 10 years. Why do you suddenly want it?
No, I find it more amusing every night. So, like, there's nothing funnier than going back in the thing. Now, obviously, you pitch this when you see it, but when you sit there and like find a box of cracked like mac and cheese, and you're like, oh, Finding Dory was out.
Oh, yeah.
I did have some before I finally cleaned it out.
Thank you.
Like this last summer, I had some rigged food that traveled back and forth that I then just put on the shelf. When I got back and I was like, I'm not eating this, man. This all goes.
The other one, the Dunkin' Donuts that we used to have on Academy. There was a rumor there that an employee. Do you remember this one?
Mhm.
Okay. Do
You
you?
put a little extra glazing on things.
That's correct. Yes, and that's why it shut down. That was a national thing, I don't think.
That was not a national thing.
Okay, that's the other place I can remember closing because theoretically something happened.
There's no theory about what was done in Little Caesars. You just never caught.
Well, I would say that the Little Caesars transition to the hot and ready era is probably one of the most successful pizza transitions in history, or food. Like,
I don't know. It's still Little Caesars. Dude, okay, so I did order from Little Caesars because Libby
you
wanted
keep
something.
doing that.
Yeah,
And so they had a deal on there where it's half a pizza and then half cheese sticks. And I was like, hey, all right, that's cool. I'll eat some cheese sticks, and it comes with an order of like crazy breads or something like something that came with something else. It was all for like $11.99. I was like, cool, sign me up. And I'm like, I don't want pepperoni on it. Like it literally, like the picture online, it's like, oh, you gotta get pepperoni on the pizza hat.
You must.
You have to. Like,
It's a law.
there's nowhere to take it off. You can either put pepperoni or bacon on. That was the two options. And I'm like, I don't want anything. I want just cheese. I'm like, well, I can't do it on the app. All right, let me call him up. And I call him up and I'm like, hey, I got this deal here. He's like, yeah, I see the deal. I'm like, can you just not put anything on it? Just make it plain cheese?
no.
He's like, there's no button for that. I'm like, yeah, I know. I saw there was no button on the app. Can you just like write a note? I can't write a note. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, just put a note on there that says don't put anything on it. He's like, I would put a note. I'm not at the store.
Oh.
And you're like, oh. And he's like, I think if you go to the store, you could probably tell him to do that. And I'm like,
Oh, okay.
all right, fine. I go to the store, gal there. I'm like, hey, I'm going to do this deal. And she's like, I don't see that deal on my screen. I'm like,
Oh.
okay. So if I just place the order here, then I'll tell you. Don't put anything on it. She's like, I think we can do that. I'm like, you can do this, right? Like, you can just tell that guy there, don't put the stuff on it.
That guy, what's his name? James. James.
And she's like, what? Okay. And I'm like, all right. So I place the order, and I send it through, and I'm like, did you get it? She's like, yeah, I see it. And she just stares at me. I'm like,
Tell that guy.
I
Yeah.
gotta go tell the guy, and she's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, James, oh my God, what is wrong with people? Come on, man.
Well, Yeah, in most places, even with stuff like that, the whole thing is just kind of like, oops. No, I mean it's like that's what you write on the box. Like, whoops, we forgot to put bacon on this.
I haven't seen that yet. But I did check once I got to I didn't want to check right in front of them, but I was like, man, this is a 50-50 problem.
You want to put the pepperoni on.
I was like, God damn it, there's gonna be pepperoni on this. I'm not gonna check in front of them and make it look like I trust them. I got the car and I'm like, damn, they
So
did
now
it.
they do
All
it.
right.
They actually.
They did it.
Well, I mean, you do not seem like the type to turn down bacon or pepperoni on a pizza.
It's for a living.
Oh.
I was eating the cheese sticks. She doesn't like cheese sticks. She wants the sauce. But she wanted a cheese pizza.
Oh, sorry, honey.
But you can just buy a cheese pizza. You wanted chips.
She wasn't going to eat a whole pizza. So,
Well, no, but you could have eaten half a pizza too.
I just wanted cheese sticks.
Yeah.
So I was
It was
like,
a good deal.
yeah.
It's
So like, this is cool. I'm fine.
The restriction is so weird.
I could not believe they would not let you swap a topping.
all part of that pepperoni racket, man.
Yes, like, they're in bed with.
We'll use the project. They, yeah.
Someone's going swimming with the fishes if they don't get rid of all this pepperoni. It was so weird. I'm like, how do you not let me go to the default? Jeez.
So I will tell you, as far as so I did have a square ass pizza from a place called Jets.
Hmm.
Okay.
Like don't they call it a Detroit style or something?
That is correct.
Yeah.
And they have two ways of doing this, right? It's about how much of that like pan crust that you want.
Right.
How thick? Or
Not just how thick, how much of it touch pan.
Yeah.
So you can order it two ways, and it does cost a little bit more to get the second way, where they basically use two pans. So that think about it like brownies, right? So I could make brownies in a sheet this big and have a bunch of square pieces, or I could do two pans like this and have basically crust on everything.
Crust on all those sides.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it awesome? Yes. Now, I'm not a full convert on Detroit style pizza, and I sure as shit am not a fan of how much they charge for this stuff. But
It's pretty good.
Yeah, but it is pretty darn good.
how much was it?
Okay, you're not going to believe this shit.
Did you have it DoorDash too?
$42.
Oh God!
Would have done it for 50.
Oh,
One pizza or one
One pizza.
combo pack? However, this thing is.
You call the place, and they get it to you for 20.
How far is it?
Pretty far.
Oh, like Pueblo? For $50, man.
So I had this pizza come out. It was postmarked. No, it was more than I wanted to drive. It was like $5.
Oh, okay. I don't know where it is.
20 is not terrible.
It's called Jets.
Yeah, it was like 20 for the pie, and then like tipping and stuff. You know, brought it up here.
Okay.
Welcome back.
But yeah, it wasn't bad, and yeah, but their like fucking Grubhub markup was astronomical.
I can't use that anymore, man. I mean, it is like the actual markup on either. Well, I don't use Grubhub, but I was using Instacart and then Uber Eats for a while. It's fucking bad. So, especially if you just want like fast food. So,
Yeah.
man, they crank that shit up where it's like crazy. You are doubling your cost.
That's yeah.
So,
Well, I had to get pizzas for the kids, and I was still working, so I actually had it delivered for once. They charge a $6 delivery fee.
yeah, but that's just like Domino's or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I was like,
So,
God damn.
it's not the delivery fee that gets you on Grubhub and stuff like that. They actually charge higher prices
Yes.
per item.
Yes.
So you can get like a Crunch Wrap's like $6 if you go to the store. It's like $9 if you order it. That's the base price of it.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So and that's how it's completely different, man. So
Oh, dude.
So Will's got the thing over. So I used to have this thing where I usually eat out once a week, right?
yeah, me
And
too.
typically it's going to be I'm going to grab something on the way back from the doctor, right? the one next to his house. And Will's got this trap over there near his place. It's in terms of like launching you back out on the street that you want to get back on and come home. Okay. And it's the Panda Express.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they just like what hits the spot when you're just kind of like, I want something noodly, I want a lot of it, and I want some egg rolls. Right?
Oh, yeah.
One large main plus egg rolls, like $7.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Great deal.
Yeah.
Right? Great deal.
There good amounts of good food are not hard to find. So, if you like have places like that, or like just even sit down restaurants anymore, you can I mean, I'm going to probably go to the Urban Egg tomorrow, and you get a screaming breakfast for like $10.
Breakfasts are always
Urban
fantastic.
Egg
It's fantastic.
Which place is that?
There's a bunch of them around town. There's like 3 or 4 of them, but it's a breakfast joint that's open till I think 2.
Yeah.
Did they take over a place?
They're
or something?
homegrown.
Okay.
It was very similar to the Egg and I. So,
Okay.
But it's the one that survived.
Yeah, Egg and I's gone.
It's been gone for a while. So
Is like the other place like Omelets, etc. Is that place still?
the omelet parlor is still open. It is absolutely badass. So it has the tiniest chairs. Like you have a booth that's like this. Dude, it is old. It is old.
Oh, okay.
They hands down have the best biscuits and gravy in town. So, but they're also on Fillmore. So
Oh, fuck that.
yeah, kind of.
No, I was
Yeah.
talking about there's this place that's over there on Barnes, and
That's new.
well, it's been there like 20 years.
No, it's changed hands a few
Well,
times.
that's what it's actually
Yeah.
like a change to.
It's not an Urban Egg, but I saw that one the other day. It's under new management, something now. But it's another breakfast joint. It's the same one that was there before. Wade's is still fucking.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Waits is always doing business.
Yeah, it's because it's surrounded by churches and old people.
You know what? They have money and they eat.
They have money and they like eating before 8 a.m., Jeff.
They most certainly do. There are people. You can go in there on any given day, and you can tell their destination after breakfast because the hat has like fish hooks in it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I know what you're doing after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The head wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's another breakfast place that's near the Dunkin' Donuts.
Up north.
Like Sunshine Eats or something like that.
Yeah.
There's another breakfast place. I've been there once. It's okay. I would say they're not they're medium falutin, I would say. They a lot of their breakfasts come with like a slice of melon,
Oh yeah.
and that's fine.
That's okay.
I would say just like say that and like more sausage, please.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
50.
No, actually, it's we can't swim.
We can't swap this. Right.
Now, when I took the kids to Comic Con and we stayed in a hotel in Castle Rock, and like touching the hotel was an IHOP.
Oh yeah.
I was like, all right, we're going IHOP. And I'm like, dude, yeah, everybody feasted, dude. It was
It's cheap.
yeah.
It's cheap.
I was like, this is fantastic. Except they
Shit,
ran
Matt
out
and I
of
went to Waffle House like 2-3 weeks ago. You can still chow at Waffle House for like $10, man. So
I don't think there's anything particularly wrong with Waffle
I don't
House.
think there's anything
it's
wrong with
fantastic.
it, man.
best hash browns.
They do have very good.
But their hash browns are fine. I mean,
Fantastic.
no. Their hash browns get mushed with shit.
Only if you ask for it.
Well, this is what I would ask for because their base hash browns they're fine.
Fantastic. I just love their hash browns.
Listen, the finest hash brown on this planet comes with your McDonald's meal.
That's not a hash brown. It's a potato cake.
Yeah.
What do they call it?
They call it a hash brown, and they are done.
Are you telling me the ones you get out of your freezer that are shaped the same way are not a hash brown?
That is
They
a
sure are.
potato
I
cake.
make that for William every every day of the week.
What does the label say?
It says hash brown.
It is hash
Potato
brown.
cake.
But I agree. It needs to be scattered for it to be.
Hash brown
Hash
goes through the shredder.
Yeah.
So it is not put together with horse glue and starch.
You can scatter it yourself if you please.
No, that one you can't scatter, Jeff. So it kind of turns into its own thing.
No,
It's like particle board. It's no longer wood or sawdust.
when I would make my breakfast burritos for the week, there have been times that I just fried up a few of those and
I love
just chopped them to bits and scattered them
Yeah.
into mine.
No, I love them, man. But that's not what I think of hash browns.
Yeah.
I think hash browns,
Hash browns,
fresh cut potatoes served with butter on a griddle,
and they use butter.
they use actual
they
butter.
use a good
Yeah.
amount of butter.
That's a hash brown, which is different than a potato cake,
Agreed.
which is different than country potatoes. So
True.
Country potatoes are a completely different shape and style.
no, yes. So, are you talking about the dollar ones or the chunky ones?
Wait, then
Yes.
if you're just going by different cut and style, then hash browns are different than potato cake.
Yeah. Then a hash brown may as well be a French fry.
No, because no.
Well, so that potato cake, I guarantee you, they don't flip it on the grill. It goes in the French fry maker. Yeah.
That's a good point. Okay. I'll accept that.
Yeah, that thing they just throw 10 of them in.
I do agree that they are probably the most delicious thing ever. So that's whenever I'm up early enough to go to Mickey D's, it's that either a McGuffin, a biscuit sandwich, depending if I'm hungry, and two hash browns. So
I haven't been in McDonald's breakfast in a long time, but I would get the hot cakes and full breakfast.
I hear that is a pain in the ass, and if you order that, there's a non-zero chance that it might have some spit on it. You know?
Hasn't killed me yet.
Yeah.
So.
Make it fresh. Well, you know what? I will bet you that fast food employees have so much footage on them right now in terms of.
Yeah.
I do not think it's the same old story
No.
of kind of like.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it's the same shit. Man.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I think that's probably for good reason. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think they want to go home with most of the cash from the till. I think they.
You have a better chance of that happening to you at a sit-down restaurant.
You're
So
probably right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I did not order the food too often over at the fucking the good ship. Because
Before it capsized.
some of the fucking cooks there were pretty shady. So, and they would get like uppity about things. So, and be like, well, that's what I want and I'm buying. So,
Dude, well, stop acting like it's a Michelin star restaurant when it's a fucking brewery.
yes, exactly. Yes. It applies at McDonald's.
I mean, I don't mind to pick on people here, but it's like, yes, we all saw the same episodes of Good Eats with Alton Brown. It doesn't make
It doesn't make you, yeah.
get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no. Would I eat my steak that way? No. But if they want it burnt to a crisp and with ketchup,
But it's your steak, man. It's your body. You decide what goes in it, man. So,
I mean, unless you look, and I have.
No. Sorry, dog. I'm too fat to do those things.
Well, tell her to scoop. It's fine. She is affectionate, man. She is a fan of yours. But yeah, unless you go to a place where, and I have been to certain places where it's like we won't serve food.
Yeah.
Then you'll know. when
Yeah,
you
you'll
get there.
know.
You'll know.
Those are the ones who are like, no jacket, and no seat.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
Those are your rules. If you're over there, and this is just a
If you're at
brewery,
fucking Chili's, yeah, no. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't frequent places.
yeah, but you've been toted. You got toted to some fancy places,
I have.
recently, didn't you?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of fancy
I
fries.
am not.
As I've gotten older, I've had less and less tolerance for them. So, and I don't know why that is. It's just, We went to this is the last fancy place that I went to was the Till downtown.
Oh.
It's not that fancy, but it's that thing where it's like no substitutions, no this, no that kind of thing, and you better know which wine you want, otherwise you're going to get judged for not getting like the right one, kind of
Right.
thing. And it's like, and this is really expensive. And it's like, you know what? I gotta come back here.
No.
Yeah, no. So
Well, that's yeah, and it's weird too, especially. So how do you accommodate people like my bro over here? It's like, well, I don't drink, so
right,
fuck that.
yeah. So fuck that. Yeah.
Then
Well,
you
you can get sparkling wines, kind of cider water.
Right, you can take that and fucking clean your toilets with them. That's fine.
Yeah. Right.
Or if you come across me and say like, "What wine would you like?" It's like, I don't know, man. I'm not really interested in this. All of this tastes like grape sweat,
Yeah.
and I'm not interested in any of this. It tastes like shit.
Yeah.
It's like you haven't had the right wine. No, you have a bad tongue. Fuck all this shit.
See, this is why I don't go there. So yeah, it's too much, man. Like even some places are kind of mid tier, have gotten like a little uppity about certain things. It's like I can't even pronounce half of these things. Come on, it's fucking cake.
Well, it's weird that I'm starting to redefine like the mid tier is starting to come back to where I thought it used to be, like in the 2000s, right? So for a time there, so for example, like
Red Lobster mid tier back then.
here's okay,
That
so
was like elite tier.
that's what I'm talking about. So like
Okay.
in the 90s, Red Lobster was elite tier. Red Robin was mid tier.
Right?
Right?
McDonald's.
I never got to go to Red Robin when I was a kid. My dad hated that place, so I don't know why. He had something against Lowry's.
Seasoning?
Oh, that's how they make their fries.
Well, that's not what the label says.
No, it's got the bird on it.
Oh, that's correct.
Whatever.
But I have a Lowry.
It's Lowry's, yeah.
But that's something that would be mid tier. So Fuddruckers would have been mid tier.
Yeah,
or,
okay.
Or
Rutgers was mid tier.
just
Just like about any Mexican restaurant,
Show-
basically.
Shoney's would have been mid tier. Ponderosa would have been.
Yeah, D
That
tier.
that was like
I'd say that's maybe up
if
there.
if it's known for steak,
See, but
That's
you're
no matter
you're in a different category
Outback.
because our
Black
our
Angus.
elite tape, not even black, it was Steaksmith back in the day.
Oh,
So,
well, that's a
yeah.
different story.
I don't.
It's
We
gone
didn't-
now.
Okay.
We went there once.
Did we?
Oh yeah,
I went there a couple times, but I went there once with
it was fantastic steakhouse.
Dad got a gift card. No, I'm sorry, certificate to go there once at Christmas. And they still ended up having to pay some after our meals. They were shocked.
I would go to Red Top right now.
Oh, Conway's.
I would love that.
Fuck out mid tier
No, that was
back then.
that was for us,
Well,
for our world.
Okay.
That was
see, like first cafeteria or something like.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. Fuddruckers is better than Red Top. In terms of like.
not in my world.
Oh, I love Red Top
Getting
too,
a
man.
malt,
But
they
getting
would
a
do,
malt and the fries and that giant
monster burger.
and for like $4.95. I mean, come on, man.
No offense. My world is value based, so that made it like close to it.
Well, we're talking. I mean, I think a lot of that has to do with like price per
Right.
the thing, right? So same thing like Olive Garden back then, high tier.
That was
Right.
like elite tier.
That was like elite tier. This is
But I mean, when we only go out
right,
twice a year,
pretty much.
then yeah, I mean, just the idea of going out was mid to elite tier.
We go out at least once a week. So yeah, my mom couldn't stay in the house.
I don't blame her. I mean,
Yeah.
it's you're cooking for kids all day.
She cooked 3 meals a day every day, except for one day where we were, and then she only cooked 2 meals that day.
And then on top of that, that was every morning, like making your dad's fucking.
She
like,
got
bacon
up at like
sandwich too,
5:30 every morning, made my dad a bacon sandwich every fucking morning of his life. Yeah,
She cooked the bacon on the stove, or
Mm. Sometimes there was a time where they were trying to be a little healthier, and they were like, "Well, you got to microwave the bacon now." So we had that fucking tray
Corrugated.
where you had to stick the skewers through your bacon, and then it was like, "Oh,
Oh, ours got crispy because we
nice, did not."
ours had that tray that
Oh yeah. Yeah.
had the waves and all the fat dripped out and it got crispy.
Yeah, I think my dad poured that back on me.
Well, to keep in mind too that this was, I don't know what the recommended time was. Take whatever that was, add 9 minutes. And
Yeah.
that's what you want.
That was Dad's. I liked it crispy, so I was
Dad liked his bacon rubbery.
awesome.
He's
You never got rubbery.
No.
I mean, whenever we go camping, we'd have to take his out first and cook the rest of ours for another 2-3 minutes. So,
I never had good bacon until I went somewhere and somebody said, "This is ruined."
Loved it crispy.
So no, I understand, but yeah. So since we overcooked everything,
Even the great starts, I'd take it out and put it in the paper towel for the extra time to try and crispy it.
those are not to be found anymore.
Oh,
No, I have tried.
actually, they have something that's like a knockoff. I think.
It's not, well, they don't use as much drywall as like.
it's got a little bit more joint compound in it.
So okay, so what? They don't use nearly as much plumber's putty as you're supposed to. No, there was a post today where it was like post your favorite discontinued food, right? And so I posted that the Viennetta.
Oh, come on, man. That's like,
Now,
everybody thought that was like, that meant you were fancy.
well, that was what I put. I was like,
Look at this fucking,
I mean, it was
it's
like,
not as big as your.
it was like, this is what people in the early '90s thought
Yeah.
rich people eat.
Right.
And it was just because of that commercial where they're cutting it like delicately and speaking with an accent. Yeah.
They serve it with Grey Poupon.
No, this is ice cream, William.
Oh,
It was ice cream with like chocolate, like
Layers.
Layers
It
chocolate.
basically
Oh,
looked
chocolate.
like kind of like a lasagna.
it looked like ice cream lasagna. That's exactly what it was. So,
And I said it looked like it was.
dude, my brother loved that shit, and we would get one. I would get a small piece. My dad would get a small piece. My mom would get a small piece. My brother would murder the rest of that thing that night. So, and it was one of those things that, like, I mean, it was fine, but some people just like. I mean, it was just like, oh my God, you have that in your house? Whoa. Yeah.
Yup. There were some telltale signs, like if you go back to 80s, early 90s, it's like, how can you tell that this family's well off? It's like, well, they have Viennetta, they have a Laserdisc player.
Right. We have one of those TVs with 3 colors that makes the image. I remember my uncle had one of those. He had a beachside house on Lake Michigan. He was legit, like, well off. But that was the thing. We were like, whoa. Because he had that big fucking, that, like, the
RGB projector.
Yeah, but you wouldn't even see that at like Montgomery Wards, man. You had to go like fucking, what was the big set? Was it Sound Source or what was it?
Oh, audio
Pro Audio or something. Soundtrack. You had to go to Soundtrack
Yes,
because
yes.
they had it like locked up behind a velvet rope, kind of thing. It was like, oh my God, that costs as much as a car, kind of thing. And my uncle had that. Then you watch actual movies on it, you're like, wow, this sucks.
Well,
It's all fuzzy.
you have to look back. That was the thing that people forget about big screen TVs.
Yeah, that's true.
Was standard definition at like 480p generously,
Right.
right? Stretched over 80 inches,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you're talking about, because
Dog, you gotta move.
say scoop.
Scoot. That way. Or that way.
sausage.
My ass is falling asleep here.
Good job.
Thank you, dog.
It's fine. She did manage to suck some of your life energy that she needed out.
Yeah, that's okay. No. She's welcome to as much of that as she wants. I just need my fucking ass back.
I totally understand. No, but yeah, those laser displays are the other things that were for sure.
There were a couple things like that. I mean, if you were to ask me, like, there was this one brand of microwave donut There were these. They came in this big red box, and they were about this big, and they were cinnamon. And you could put a bunch of them on a plate, and then just throw them in the microwave for like 30 seconds or so, and they were delicious.
I was thinking the honey buns.
Oh,
Honey buns,
you can still get those, man.
But I was also thinking
as good as you think. Yes.
Micro Magic.
Yes.
Micro Magic, yeah.
Micro
You
Magic.
could get like a burger or fries or something, and they all came in a red box.
Or a black box.
Were
I
they
don't
black?
remember that.
The fries were in a black box. And so these were the ones where you'd open like part of the side.
I don't remember that. I don't think we had this.
Before Hot Pocket, like this was.
Oh, yeah, I don't. Yeah,
We'd get those.
But those donuts, I think I know what you're
I
talking
don't think I
about.
yeah, they were really good. That was when I was a little kid, so that was like the '80s. You know, I don't think that was junior high, and definitely not high school.
So I caught some shit for this. If you go to Safeway right now and you go over to the deli, right? So a few things you can get. If you go there on Monday, you can get an 8-piece of fried chicken for less. Great, fantastic stuff.
$1 less.
Yep. Not bad chicken at all. Not Popeyes, but it's definitely better
it's
than KFC, right? But what they have there is they have banana pudding with the Nilla wafers in it.
Yeah,
Okay, now I took a picture of this crap and I sent this to Marina, right? And she's like laughing. She's like, "What is this?" And like, I feel like a millionaire because that is something my mom would not have in this house.
vanilla wafers or banana pudding.
Both. Like that combination, she would not like. She would look at that and say like, "That's trash." Now, what I did was I also sent her a picture of a Hostess fruit pie, and I said, "These went to lunch with us every day."
Oh yeah,
As our sandwich.
No, we got a sandwich too.
That was my sandwich.
Well, for you, it made no difference. Your sandwich had no peanut butter in it. It was just like it was jelly between two slices of bread. So, like, I think this is fine. But I was like, so this is my mother, okay, and she would send us with these things because they're healthy. They've got fruit in them. And I said, you think
That was the logic.
also,
you just drink the
Squishers.
juice out of the cup too.
that was the other thing I said. Have you ever had like?
It's just full of vitamins.
It's like, yeah. Did yours come with that fucking like syrup shit in it too? She's like, yes. Mom would make us drink that stuff because that's where quote unquote all the nutrients are.
My mom always said she didn't say nutrients. She said vitamins. It's full of vitamins.
Sorry, she's Midwestern. So
Yeah,
it's
right.
quite-
Vitamins.
yeah.
So
Squishers were fruit snacks.
Gushers.
Gushers.
Gushers. I had Gushers for years. So I was always doing Gushers, and then
Fruit
Fruit roll up.
I remember Fruit Sharks and Fruit Roll-Ups, Fruit by the Foot for a while. In fact, I'm like when my daughter was younger, I used to buy them. And she like, and I was like, that's okay. So I was like, I got you. So but then, like my lunch was always a sandwich, and it was whatever my dad was eating at that time. So my dad always made like deli sandwiches, and so
Oh, I would have killed for one of those.
dude,
back
he
in the day.
rotated between turkey, ham, and roast beef.
Oh,
And so I would get one of
Oh.
those. Yeah. So yeah.
Dad got turkey sandwich. Because he would always have the
the Carl Buddig,
the
super
what?
thin slices,
They were like
25
20
cents.
Dad would always they'd go to the deli counter and they'd get the like 2 pounds of shaved turkey. And that's what you would have for that week.
We would
So-
get that occasionally, but Mom would buy so much of it
Oh yeah.
that, I mean, the thing about deli turkey is you get slimed by the third day.
That's why that's why they
everybody
rotated
ate
it. Yeah. And then everybody ate it. My brother had the same fucking sandwich in his lunch. So, because Mom would not make 3 separate sandwiches for us. Yeah.
Good on your mom. Yeah, there was the Carl Buddig 25-cent package that showed up. I would get bologna sometimes.
I was like,
This dude was just straight up like, well, I have peanut butter. It's like, so he gets a jelly sandwich.
okay.
What's in it?
Jelly.
Jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put butter in it or anything?
Yeah.
Just
It's
okay.
jelly. It's the what I would eat today if I was offered.
I think I got to do Lunchables for a year or two. So
We did those.
because I think, and so correct me if you're wrong, but I think the reason why we did them was because my mom could get them You could get those pretty fucking cheap at the commissary.
You
Yeah.
most certainly could. You could.
So
And I remember that. Well, actually, we wouldn't get those in our lunch so often. Those would just be like a little snack that we could.
that would be my lunch. I would get that, and then it would come with a bag of chips or something like that. Because my mom used to buy the fucking Fritos, the fun pack.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was always random. And so my brother, my dad, and I would have to like,
Knife
okay,
fight.
yeah. So I was like, well, you don't like the sour cream and onion ones, so I'll trade you those for, I don't like Fritos or whatever. So, but she would make my dad, my brother, and I the same fucking lunch every day. So,
We even got the special lunch boxes with a special spot for a can of Coke.
oh yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine was a brown bag for years. It was literally the stackable. Like you'd buy like a fucking crate of it would last an entire year, man. So,
Well, it was.
and I was never allowed to have soda in my lunch either. So my parents were big no sodas. So
Oh, my mom
It's
would
always-
buy the pallet of soda.
yeah,
That
no,
was
mine,
insane.
ours was always high C. So you had to have a high C. So
Well, we did have some of the Kool-Aid.
the Kool-Aid, did you ever do Capri Sun? We always had Capri Sun too.
Capri Sun. Sometimes we had the Kool-Aid coolers.
Yeah.
And Squeeze-Its before it.
I remember Squeeze-Its. We weren't allowed to have those.
I would never have those in a house with small children.
It's such a concentration of sugar. Hilarious.
That was long. Oh, then there was beef stick or jerky.
We always had beef
That's
sticks.
true. Yeah,
We used to
that's
get pepperoni sticks. Yeah.
Never got that.
No, that's right. We had the beef sticks and the
Yeah.
beef jerky. That was always a big part of it. Always some kind of fruit came with it every day.
None of us ever had any fruit. So
And then at lunch it would just be trade. Just
Yeah.
I have everything that.
oh
everybody
yeah,
wanted.
we used to do that. I remember that.
Well, we switched to hot lunch after.
I only did hot lunch a couple of years, so
I preferred it.
I did not. And then on top of it, like that's back when you had to pay for hot lunch too.
Told my
So-
daughter that you could buy cookie dough at school.
They
She's like,
totally can.
what?
Yeah, they still do that.
Really?
Oh yeah, but it's all like no
The-
egg in
right.
it. Yeah. So, but my daughter's her last school, the middle school. I was like, "Fucking A, you guys have cookie dough."
Oh,
So you
wonder
could
what
buy
she'll
little
get.
squares, man.
Huh.
So,
Maybe she'll get that next time.
Well,
oh, she doesn't eat that at high school. So,
Well, she's going to middle school, so
yeah. Oh, that's right.
she plans on
minute.
eating pizza every day.
Oh, yeah. Kat did that for a little while, and she burned out on it. And now, like her lunch
I'm
is just like,
still fucked up.
yeah, exactly. So now it's like her lunch is like a handful of Cheez-Its or whatever. So,
Watching your wife's eating patterns, man.
dude, no, she actually eats a lot more than my wife did. So my wife was very sick. Very, very sick.
There,
She had to be hospitalized for 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
right.
So yeah.
Well, it's the. I remember because she was the one that for a long time it's like, what are you gonna eat? And she had that crate of goldfish crackers.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh, when I'm hungry, I just come in
Just
here and
munch on else. Yeah. To be fair, my mother-in-law is the same way. So my mother-in-law she'll eat one meal a day and then she'll just graze the rest of the day. So, and I'm kind of the same way now too. Yeah.
I'm 3 meals, so
I can't do that anymore, man. I get full so fast. So
but I don't snack.
yeah.
I can eat 3 meals. I can eat 1 meal. I can eat 4 meals. I can eat.
24/7.
It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. When I started pulling double cheeseburgers and McChickens out of that bag in San Francisco,
Oh yeah.
and they're like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna eat these later." They made it on the plane. They're going in Jeffrey later. That's how this works. I ate both peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that I packed. I packed like 14 of those thick, like Slim Jims and stuff. I thought I was going to eat it all on the plane.
Yeah. Well, they certainly don't feed you on planes anymore.
I got they did keep bringing me stuff.
Or like snacks or.
Yeah, surprise. And
God,
this
it's
is
been
like an hour and a
25
half
years
flight.
since I've had meal service on a flight.
Oh,
Like
meal service,
25
forget
meal
about it.
service.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I'm kidding.
Going to Japan, yeah.
well, you're going to go to meal service. And I think you're going to be going in either the pod or the cubicle.
You're not flying business class, are you?
I don't know what the hell
Oh,
we're flying.
God.
Probably. This is for kids.
It's fucking expensive.
Oh, I mean, we're flying in whatever
Oh, yeah.
normal. I don't know.
Coach.
Yeah. I sleep. I don't care.
Dude, those pods, like, I was looking at them. So I was thinking about going to Australia this last year when they invited me down for that thing. It was like $6,000 on Qantas
For just the flight?
for just the flight.
Dang.
But you had a bed.
I don't think
Right. That's a
we're-
bed.
We're
Yeah,
definitely not.
Well, it was a thing that folded down into a bed. This wasn't even first class. This was like business select or something like that. So, and you're kind of like catty cornered to somebody else. It's kind of weird, man.
That was the cost of my trip, so I'm guessing we don't get
Maybe you might.
Well, because if they sell a whole block of them to a bunch of students, you might be getting a deal on this.
Maybe.
Whatever.
I guess
it
we'll
is.
find out.
I sleep either way. I can care.
I tried, and I got to tell you, I was on both flights, both there and out. Since I was on like a buck 15 sleep there and like 35 minutes on the way out, I really wanted to sleep. It just didn't happen.
I'd be done in 2 seconds before the wheels even got off the ground.
And then fucking when my connection was actually in Las Vegas, which I think every connecting flight I ever do will be in Las Vegas again. Because, so number one, it was 4 gates down. I was like, this is the greatest day of my life. And then as I'm walking down there, I'm like, oh, gambling machines. I was like, this is great. This trip has everything. It's like I think if I actually have to fly from like one part of California to another, I'll
You
come
go
through
through
Las
Vegas?
Vegas.
You got to fly to Florida. I'm going through Vegas.
It was just enough to scratch the itch without me being like, I need to find an ATM. I was like, oh, this is great. Well, because so that was the thing, is when I went to California, I took out some cash. And I still had cash left
Yeah.
that I didn't expect to have.
Yeah.
And if I could have actually found an attendant, which they do have, but I didn't know that, I would have gone in with more cash. But since I couldn't find that attendant, I wasted all my cash. And William knows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But you guys, you have a trip,
Yep.
and you have a trip. So I will see you guys when?
I will be back next Sunday. So, Sunday night.
I will be back like the Wednesday, like the 25th, 4th, something like that.
What is today?
Today's the 7th. So you got a whole nother week before you're done.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
okay.
I've got Livy on Wednesday and the NBA Finals are on Wednesday, so I won't be here on
Oh, you're
Wednesday.
playing in them?
Yeah. So I won't be here for that, and then we leave on Sunday. So
Okay, well then, yeah, maybe I'll visit you.
if you want, yeah.
Oh, oh,
Cool.
oh.
But if you're planning on coming Friday, let me know because I'm probably taking Livy to an escape room thing.
Where's your son?
At Kelly's.
Why do you only have her?
Because I'm going to have William for the whole time.
Oh, right.
So that she can have some time with William while I'm gone. And William's gone. So otherwise I wouldn't see Livy for like almost 3 weeks. And that would make Livy broken.
Oh, from
Yeah,
not
that
seeing you.
makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think she'd be fine if she said she saw you the whole
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
but he'll be in Japan.
time. Oh, she's not coming?
No.
Oh, I thought you were taking them both.
No. This is just William's.
Oh,
They can't bring siblings.
oh. I thought she was, okay.
Yeah, so yes, otherwise Livy would be broken beyond broken.
Okay, I got you. I got you. But you, I'm only going to miss for like a week.
Yeah, yeah. I won't be here Wednesday. I won't be here Sunday. But if you want to get together next Monday, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll be back in
for sure.
So
For
yeah.
sure. Yeah. Yeah, and I'll find some way to. And I haven't seen Livy in forever, so I'll find some way to come visit. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Happy flight.
You too?
Yeah.
Happy
Have a great trip,
travels.
you guys. I'll miss you all.
Yeah. Find something to do.
Nate,
Yeah, you're the only one not doing
some
something.
trouble.
So, yeah.
I just traveled, man.
Oh yeah,
I
he just
got
did.
back.
Yeah, he did. He went first.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah.
you might as well just excursion somewhere.
You build the cash back up, right?
Right.
Yeah. It's not time for Vegas yet.
Yeah, and then he and I are going to a baseball game.
We are
Oh. Yankees and Rockies or
Sox.
Sox?
Yankees are not.
Come on,
Rockies
Sarah.
go to Yankees this year. So yeah. During 9/11.
Oh, really?
So I don't want to fly to New York right now.
That's literally like the last series?
They're pretty damn close.
Yeah.
But yeah, have a great time, guys. And
Yep.
yeah, if you manage to come back with some swag, awesome.
I'm sure I will buy some stuff.
Just something stupid. Just, yeah. Junk is what I like.
I'll try and win you something.
Find something
from one of the
really
arcades.
cool out of a vending machine.
We will be doing the vending machines. William's dreaming of those
Yeah.
vending machines already.
But you know what? Okay, well, while you're there, if you have a minute and can find one, I want you to try pachinko and tell me how corny it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I will see what's there.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Well, good luck.
Have a
Okay.
great trip, you guys.
I'm well.
I'm Jeffrey.
Get in bed.